Ooh, it's hot. What's going on, Joe? Let's get him in there. Yes, bro.
What's good, bro?
I thought you'd be outside, man. Get out there, catch
Nah,
a tan, mate.
I just came back inside, showered up.
Hey, listen, it is. I don't know how hot it is right now, but it's probably about 70, maybe 75. The wind's blowing. I feel like I'm in another country.
It's crazy out there.
Alright, for real. What's going on, though, man? How you been?
Nothing much, brother. Just working out every day,
Yeah.
trying to get through this shit.
Obviously, I appreciate you coming on. To the legendary show, keeping it 100. And having you on. What we'll just touch upon is how you're kind of dealing with this stuff going on right now. And basically just touch upon your history, man.
Yeah.
See how you managed to land that big boy contract. Maybe you could give me a few tips and I can land myself one. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah,
All right,
so,
but yeah, man. I'll just kind of start off with obviously, since this whole COVID lockdown stuff. How you been, man? What you been up to?
well, nothing much. Yeah, they send me workouts every day.
Yeah.
Just work out every day, log that stuff up, screenshot it, send it to them. Do a
Okay.
couple live workouts per week,
Mm-hmm.
probably like two. It's like
Okay.
45-minute sessions, just
Yeah.
strength workouts
Okay.
indoors. So it's not much else. Just
Did you
trying to
have
get
you
through
seen
it.
the video of Tottenham training, and they
Oh
got
my
like
god.
they got like a big screen. I think like it's just Mourinho and the trainer, yeah, but like everyone else is on the screen, kind of like streaming it towards each other, like a Zoom call type of thing.
Yeah, that's what we
Um,
do, kind of.
oh, okay, okay,
So
then.
it's basically the trainer doing the workouts, and then we kind
Yeah.
of just mirror it. So that's about it,
Oh, I
though.
thought you froze that for a second. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And what you doing like in terms of like food and stuff? Because listen, since this whole stuff's been going on, I've been eating like crazy, man. Like,
I've been
I'm,
I don't know. I'm lazy to make food sometimes,
yeah.
so I kind of lost a couple pounds that I need to gain back.
Oh
But
wow,
yeah, I know. So
that might be a good thing though. You might get
yeah,
quicker that way.
exactly. It might be a little quicker, coming out
Yeah.
of this. But other than
Nah,
that,
that's
just making food
uh huh.
sometimes, getting some delivery options.
Yeah.
That's about it
Okay
though.
then. Okay, not too bad, not too
Trying not
bad.
to drink too much.
Yeah. And what are they? Are they like updating you guys like pretty much every week or like to see
Yeah,
when you guys might be
basically,
coming back?
yeah. The Players Association updates us like probably every week or 2 weeks.
Okay.
The Rebels just released a statement that we might be back this week for one-on-one individual trainings starting
Okay.
May 6th.
Okay.
So that follows up with us as well. So we'll see if that they might push that back. I'm not sure. They're still
Yeah.
trying to work it out with the government.
Because have you seen Bayern been training as well?
Yeah,
And
I've seen.
apparently the Bundesliga is meant to be coming back
Yeah,
in a few weeks, but they're gonna have like pitch side sinks and stuff. So like,
bro. What?
so like during the game and stuff, like you wash your hands. I think like every 15 or 30 minutes,
No
you
way.
change a mask or something. Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
That's wild.
It's crazy, bro.
It's gonna
I thought
ruin
like
the game.
exactly. Imagine you're like through on goal and they
Like
try to blow the
timeouts.
whistle. Exactly.
It's like timeouts. There's no way.
Hey, that is nuts, bro.
That's crazy.
All right, but no, all right, let's just get into, how I kind of met you. I think I met you at Motown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I come
Train.
down for a training session.
Yeah.
And I see this big guy. How tall are you, bro?
6'7".
Jesus Christ, yeah, this is crazy. 6'7", playing. Obviously, you was playing striker at that time. And I was like, yo, I just kept looking at you and be like, I wish I was that tall.
Yeah,
Like, bro, you have an easy day, like just being up top
bro.
there, and scoring goals, being that big, and like 6'7". Bro, I'm surprised you didn't
Huge.
play basketball.
I used to up
You
until
did a
college.
did you play American football?
No, never, never.
Bro, you be in the NFL right now, bro.
Nah, I just played basketball and soccer
Okay.
mainly.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
So
But yeah, obviously since then I was just like, nah, this guy's a cool guy. Trained together and whatnot. And since then I've kind of just like obviously seen you about, playing for Motown, banging in goals, obviously, you know, the usual.
yeah, we
And
we played a lot against each other
against each
too.
other as
Yeah,
well, which has
you
been,
on Clifton. Those
yeah,
Clifton games used to
exactly.
get crazy.
Um, and which was good as well because I kind of like, obviously I like the competition.
Oh
Because
yeah,
you know what I mean? I
definitely.
like playing against good players. I could
Yeah,
definitely say you're a good player. And it's always fun. On the pitch, it's kind of like, it is what it is. We're going to battle against each other. But as soon as the game's done, we just shake hands and it's
yeah,
like,
for sure, for sure.
it is what it is.
Got a little
Uh,
chippy during, but
it definitely
afterwards,
did, bro.
once the
It
whistle
definitely.
blows, it's all friends.
Listen, I still can't forget Dan going crazy
Oh my
and they had
God,
to kick him
Sashi,
out.
everybody
Bro,
going
nuts,
nuts.
bro. But nah, definitely good times playing against each other. Uh, but yeah, man, definitely. Hopefully, um, the season starts back up again and we can definitely like play up
Yeah,
again
hopefully.
and have a little kick about. But yeah, man. All right, let's move on. Let's move on and talk about, obviously, before I met you. You was playing in college at RAMAPO and whatnot. But I just want to kind of know like where you started off, or let people know like where you started off, and how you kind of made your way. Getting into college, and then after college, getting your pro contract.
Yeah. To start off, I'd say high school didn't really help me in any aspect. Just club
No.
ball. No, not really. It's basically just club. Like you get into college by playing club soccer,
Mm,
um, local clubs, going to college showcases, stuff like that. Those
yeah.
tournaments.
Okay.
Um, so I got my mom contacted the Ramapo College,
Yeah.
and it was either Ramapo or Stockton I was going to,
Stockton. Where's
and
that?
that's it. That's near me down South Jersey.
Okay.
We play in the same conference though, so
Okay.
we
Okay.
played them once a year.
Okay.
Um, and I didn't want to stay close to home. I kind of wanted to get away and
Yeah.
enjoy the college life because I was going to commute if I
Yeah.
went to Stockton. So I just like, all right, I'm just going to get away.
Okay.
Best decision I've ever made. First 2 years at Ramapo, just it wasn't really much.
No.
Nah, I gained 40 pounds going in after my first year. So, and then
You
I
was living
grew
the
two
good
more
life,
inches.
bro.
Oh yeah, I grew 2 more inches. So then that
Mm.
put me at 6'7", like 215.
Yeah.
So, and then my junior year, I just put in a lot of hard work in the off season, sophomore year, going into
Yeah.
junior year,
Okay.
and just went crazy. Scored 27, second in the country in scoring, and then everyone just started kind of like contacting me.
Yeah.
Motown,
Mhm.
AC, ACFC.
Yeah.
I was actually going to go play for AC, but
Too
then,
far, man.
yeah, too far since I was already up at school.
Yeah.
And then, so I got in touch with Motown, started training with them. They helped me out a lot. And then they were like,
Mhm.
yo, come play for us. I was
Okay.
like, why not? Love the guys, love the coaches. They have a
Yeah.
lot of connections. So
Mhm.
I saw a greater opportunity there. So I went with that. Had a great summer season with them in the
Yeah.
NPSL, the
Mhm.
Open Cup game where we played the Redbulls 23.
How was that
So
game?
that game was nuts.
And you know what makes it crazy? I was gonna ask you as well. Like, do you reckon it was from that game they kind of saw you and thought,
Probably,
maybe
yeah.
we want to bring him on?
They
Uh,
mentioned it to me when I went to the college combine in
mm,
this past December.
yeah.
That 2 day combine that I went to.
Okay.
They mentioned that we're like, yeah, we've seen you play here, here, and here. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I was like, I don't know. So yeah, they saw me against that game when I was playing forward. I played 60 minutes.
Yeah.
That game was nuts. 4-4 and then PKs.
I saw that,
Crazy.
bro.
Yeah,
I
that was
saw
crazy.
that. I
Uh,
can't imagine how tired you guys were, playing extra time on that big field as well.
I know. Sashi
It's
texted me the
huge,
night
bro.
before because I wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to like start. I wasn't barely supposed to play probably.
Uh-huh.
Sashi texted me and they couldn't clear Sydney and Katona for the game.
Okay.
So Sashi's like, "Yo, you're starting up top tomorrow. Be ready. Start
Hey,
drinking water.
everything happens for a reason, bro.
Everything." And
Happens for a
then
reason, man.
so I started and then got going. Fourth minute in, I score, and then from there on
Nice.
out, it was just nuts,
Back to back
nuts,
goals.
back
Just
to
going
back.
back and forth.
Crazy. Scored Maxi scored in the 118th minute to send it to PKs. It was
Wow.
nuts. It was nuts.
That is mad.
So and then after that, had a good summer. We won the conference.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's hot.
so and then we lost to Baltimore in like the Sweet 16, I think, for the NPSL tournament.
Oh, yeah, I heard. What was it? 1-0 that game.
Yeah, 1-0.
I heard it
Kid
was a
shot it.
tight one.
One kid shot it, deflected off Maxi's back, I think, and went
Yeah.
in the net. I don't know, it was crazy.
Oh,
And
bro.
then from there, it was senior year.
Yeah.
And then after senior year, went to the draft combine, which I got an invite to that. Only D3
Okay.
kid to go to that combine. There was like
Wait, hold on, hold
six.
on. Wait there, wait there, wait there. So obviously, senior year, but prior to the senior year, you had made All American twice, right?
No, just once my junior year, which was third team.
Okay.
And then senior year, I got first team All American.
Okay. Okay
It
then.
probably should have been flipped, but
Yeah.
they
Hey,
gave me
you
that.
take it, bro.
They made
Take
it
it.
up to me, yeah.
Okay.
So
So how was the combines when you went out there?
yeah, it was a 2 day combine at the facility. There was
Mm-hmm.
about 40 to 50 kids
Okay.
from all up and down the East Coast
Okay.
over into like Ohio, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, just amazing talent.
Mm.
Strictly D1 kids. I was the only D3 kid there.
But
Um,
that doesn't mean anything, bro.
yeah,
You know that
exactly.
as well.
That's
Like,
that's my number one thing. Yo, it doesn't matter
yeah.
where you come from, bro. If
Uh-huh.
you're good and you got talent, they'll see you.
Yeah.
They'll contact you for sure. So I first day of the combine was basically just like drills,
Okay.
1v1s,
Mm-hmm.
3v2s, stuff like that, and then we got into like 8v8.
Yeah.
And then the second day was just games. So it was
Okay.
basically they split us into four teams. You did a 60-minute game,
Mm-hmm.
and then basically they videoed it all and then just went over it. And then they said they would contact you in X amount of weeks, which was like probably like 6 weeks.
What was it like? Like, was it pretty much just like a tryout? Like you
Yeah,
go
it was
for a
basically just like
tryout,
a
and you play
tryout,
and stuff.
just
And
to.
were there like coaches watching there, or they
Oh
just
yeah,
recorded the game?
no, there were coaches everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Every single coach, academy, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There was probably like 25 coaches out there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was nuts. They were watching from every angle.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, John, the head coach of the USL, John, he was my coach for that combine. So
Okay.
he got to really get a good look at me,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And then finished that combine. And then the draft came by, and I still didn't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that I was eligible for the draft.
Okay.
And there was about, I forget, I think there was like 140 something kids in the draft
Yeah.
eligible to get drafted.
Uh-huh.
And I was also the only D3 kid in there. So it was kind of nuts for that to happen. And then didn't get drafted. And then about 5 hours after the draft,
Yeah.
they called me, inviting me to preseason.
Wait, so is this whole draft? Because I'm new to this draft stuff, innit? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in England, they don't do stuff like that. The
Yeah,
only
right.
draft stuff I know about is like on TV. I've been seeing a lot of highlights on Instagram of like like football players, and then they get the phone call, and
Yeah, yeah.
everyone's kind of
That's how it
celebrating.
was for the MLS this year. So it was
Okay.
basically just call-ins. Like if you're getting drafted, you're gonna get a
Yeah.
phone call, and
Okay.
they're gonna tell you.
Yeah.
So they probably already had an idea of who they're gonna get.
Mm.
But then, yeah, 5 hours after the draft, guy calls me and says, "You were high on the draft board, stuff like that. We want to invite you to preseason." I was like, "I'll be there, without a doubt." And
Okay.
so then they gave me like about 2 weeks for me to get into tip top shape,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
What
Just
do you
training
do? What
every
did you
day.
do to get in shape?
Well, I was running prior to the draft, being
Hmm.
eligible for the draft, so I was
Okay.
always in shape out
Yeah.
of my senior year, since my senior, because I had to stay in shape for that combine.
True.
So I
True.
was just on and on, just keep staying in shape, running,
Yeah.
getting touches on the ball, and then after that draft, I was up at school, so I
Hmm.
was training with the school guys, with my teammates up there,
Okay.
just getting in a lot of trainings to be ready for this preseason.
Yeah.
Preseason started. It was about a month, but they could have let me go whenever.
Yeah.
They were going day by day.
Okay.
So first week goes by, and then we went to Virginia. Or no,
Okay.
it was 2 weeks, and then we went to Virginia.
What's that like a preseason tournament?
Yeah, it was like a preseason tournament. We went up there, or went down there, played VCU and the Richmond Kickers,
Hmm.
and they made a cut right before that, going to
Oh
Virginia.
wow.
So they cut a few guys before and after.
How was you feeling?
I was feeling nervous as hell, bro.
And
I
you're
was
probably shitting
shaking.
yourself like,
I was
yo.
shaking. Bro, it was bad. But they didn't. They only brought in like 3 or 4 center backs, so they were only keeping like 2 of the
Pause.
4.
Pause there. Pause right there, which is a good. Thank you for mentioning that. Talking about centre backs. Now,
Yeah, I forgot about this.
Joe, you're a striker. You've
Yeah,
played. You've played striker your whole college career. You made a name for yourself, banging in goals and breaking records. But now you obviously your contract you've signed as a defender. Talk to me about that transition, bro.
yeah. It's probably the easiest transition going from a position to center back,
Uh huh.
considering center backs go up against forwards every
Yeah.
day,
Mhm.
every day, practice, games, whatever.
Yeah.
So you kind of have the instinct of what they're looking to do,
Gonna do true.
what they're gonna do each
Yeah.
step and each play.
Mhm.
So it kind of gives me a head start, maybe a jump.
Mm.
And with them teaching me every day on how to actually be a center back,
Yeah.
it's so much easier. I got pace, so that helps a lot.
Bro, you're big.
Yeah, the
You're
size
the
alone
size
just
alone,
throws
bro.
forwards off.
For real.
So yeah, just like a bump, dude, it throws people off so bad.
So
But
gone.
yeah, it was. I think it was probably one of the easiest transitions, like from what I've seen people
Hmm.
trying to transition.
Yeah.
It felt pretty natural to me, honestly.
Yeah.
I played center back for Motown a couple games, just like messing around.
Okay.
And then
You
some of
should
the
have played
guys were
center
like,
back when we played you guys. That would have been a good battle.
that would have been a fight, bro. That would have been a fight. But yeah,
That would
some
have
of the
been a
guys
good
on
one.
Motown, like ex-professionals, were telling me like, "Yo, you look natural back there. You should
Yeah.
try it out
Uh huh.
at the next level, maybe, or something like that."
Yeah.
So I gave it a shot, and it's worked out pretty far,
Bro. And
pretty
have
good.
you in terms of obviously you playing back there, you played your first game against Tampa. And obviously like first, league competitive game. How was that?
It was definitely the first 10 minutes. You could see I was pretty like trying to get into it, trying to
Yeah.
adapt to the speed of play, stuff like
Yeah.
that. I was kind of nervous the first 10 minutes, but once I
Hmm.
settled in, I think we all were. It was first game of the season.
Yeah.
We settled in, and I think I played pretty well the first game. Given my other center back that started next to me got hurt,
Yeah. Oh,
so
for
then
real?
yeah, Roy Boateng, he
Mm.
like tore his quad, but he's good now through this.
Oh, yeah, yeah, true, true.
So then and then Preston came in, played with. I've been playing with him for a while now because Roy's been with the first team training with them, so I was kind of
Okay.
gelling with Preston.
Yeah.
So he came in. We played pretty well. Gave up a pretty late goal, and then just couldn't find one back. But I think we
Mm.
did well, pretty well for the first game.
Okay. And that was the only game you guys managed to play, right? Before
Yeah, yeah,
the whole lockdown stuff.
yep. One
Mm.
game.
Nah, fair enough. All right,
Yeah.
let's fast forward back to after you got the call, preseason and stuff, you had to get fit. You guys went to Virginia. They made cuts. Then
Yeah.
after that.
They made cuts. We got back literally the day we got back, the night we got back.
Hmm.
That he was cutting guys. So then
How
they
is he
said,
cutting guys? I want to know.
just just taking them into a room and just telling them. And then some of the kids, like, I think he called them afterwards
Yeah,
or something like that. But and then whoever got the email for the next week's schedule
yeah, pretty much.
made it pretty much
That's
from there on
crazy,
out.
bro.
And then yeah, the next couple of weeks we were in talking of a contract, so we
Yeah.
were negotiating. I had my
Okay.
agent negotiating, so
Mm-hmm.
and then we got what we wanted and signed.
Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, how long is your contract?
It's for this year, and
Okay.
then the second year will be a team option. They can either let me go or they'll sign me for the second year.
Oh, okay. Okay then.
If they sign
Okay.
me for the second year, I get X amount of extra dollars or whatever.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Ain't talking about the big bucks, mate.
Not that big, but I'll take it.
I guys who are watching, do me a favor. If you have any questions for Joe, just send them in, put them in the comments, or hit the question mark button, and they should come through there, and then we'll try to answer some whilst we go on. So boom, you've secured your contract now. Obviously, you're now a professional footballer and whatnot. Now for you, when did you realize that this is I want to become a pro baller? Like this is
After
what I want to do.
kind of probably halfway through my junior year when I was going crazy.
Junior, what's that? That's
Jun-
your
Junior year when I scored 27.
okay.
About halfway through that, I wanted to go pro. I was
Wait,
like,
hold on.
I can do this.
So you scored 27 goals in how many games? Because
We
I
were
know you don't
seven.
play that many games in
We were
college, right?
17, 4-2. So what's that? 23 games. 23
Okay.
games.
So 27 and 20. Phew, bro,
Yeah,
you're doing numbers, mate.
not bad.
That left foot, bro. It's that left
Yeah,
foot. um, so obviously you realize that you know what it is. I felt like, obviously with you playing at that, you're flying. As a player, when you're flying, and you kind of know that okay, I'm kind of hot right now. Obviously, you've said to yourself, I want to push and take it and go pro. But what did you kind of have to do? What are the steps that were like, all right, I want to make it pro. Yeah, you can say that in your head, but how do I, execute this plan to get to that level?
I'd say the number one thing is turning your head to all the nonsense and just hard work every day.
What do you
Just
mean by
not
nonsense?
just people telling you, because there's people that's gonna tell you every day like, oh, you're bullshitting, like there's
Mm-hmm.
no way you could go pro, all this
Yeah.
stuff. And then so basically I just turned my head to that, focused on myself for
Mm-hmm.
2 years there, my junior and senior year,
Yeah.
and just literally just did me, focused on myself, focused on literally every touch on and off the field, things on and
Yeah.
off the field. It's not always
Mm.
on the field, bro.
True.
You got to do the stuff off the field that's going to get you prepared for on the field.
When you say off the field, what are you talking about?
Training room. After
Okay.
every practice, before and after, treating yourself like a professional,
Yeah.
taking care of your body day in, day out, hydrating, eating
Mm-hmm.
well, stuff like that. So I did that for 2 years and put myself in a great opportunity to get called up to the next level. Got my opportunity and took advantage of it.
I
And then
respect that, bro. Go
also
on.
with the connections, you gotta have connections
Mm-hmm.
with everything right now. This you gotta have connections. Sashi, he helped me out a lot. Dan,
Okay.
Scott, they helped me out.
Big up yourself, Such. Dan Scott. Listen, I'm waiting for you guys to help me out. I'm sending shots now, I'm joking.
Yeah, really. Nah,
Oh,
they're great guys. They helped me out a
no, they
lot.
are. They're mad cool. I've known Dan. I used to coach his son years ago, man. And since then, he's been good to me as well.
Yeah.
Can't really complain. But no, I respect that because you know what? Yeah, people, or not people, but let's say in the football world, yeah, we will kind of see, your breakthrough kind of late. It's a late transition. You know what I mean? Because you're
Oh yeah.
saying your junior year, so you literally had junior, senior year, then boom, try
Boom.
to make it.
Yeah.
Normally, obviously, guys who have played pro and whatnot, they've been playing for years. Like I'm
Yeah.
not saying they've been, but they've been in the system, like in an academy system.
Yeah.
Let's say
Yeah.
you was in a Red Bull academy system and whatnot for years, and for you to kind of have that breakthrough, I feel like it gives a lot of youngsters hope.
Yeah. Definitely.
That.
I've had kids that's going to my school, like committed to RAMAPO,
Hmm.
hit me up and be like, "Yo, I came here because I saw your success
Yeah.
story. I think it's obtainable for myself." I said,
Hmm.
"Yeah, you just got to put the work in. It doesn't matter where you go to school,
Yeah.
no matter what academy you're in,
Hmm.
bro. If you put the work in and you can show out, you're gonna get calls."
That's crazy, bro. Like, and I feel like obviously there's a stereotype, like, oh, you have to play D1 or
No,
D2, you have to play at the top college and
yeah,
whatnot, blah blah
I
blah.
hate when people say that stuff, man.
But obviously for you, you kind of just said, listen, I'm gonna make a name for myself. Wherever I'm at, D1, D2, D3, and whatever comes of it, kind of comes with it. Do you know what I
Exactly.
mean? And it definitely comes a long way, especially, regardless of what league you are. If you're doing damage, people at the top they're gonna know about you, bro.
Oh yeah, for
They're gonna
sure.
start doing their research. They're gonna start, who is this guy? Who is this Joe guy? This 6 foot, Jesus Christ! Like you. And honestly, if I was a scout and I came to a field and I was like, I'm coming to see someone, bro. You're the first person I've seen, bro. I'm
Oh
not even
yeah,
gonna lie.
the height takes over.
You're the first person I've seen, and obviously, I just love your story because that everyone just feels like, oh yeah, I need to get into academy. They're trying to force their kids to play DA and stuff like that. Obviously,
Yeah,
they've cancelled the DA now, but they're trying to do that. But for you, it was like a different route to making it pro.
yeah.
Now, my next one is what's been the biggest challenge for you? Transitioning from college football to professional football.
I'd say speed of play, certainly, and the IQ, the the IQ.
Mm-hmm.
You from even from college to NPSL
Yeah,
to the pros.
yeah.
NPSL helped me out a lot,
Okay.
especially Motown. A bunch of ex professionals giving me insight day in
Yeah.
day out at trainings, telling me what to work on, stuff like that. But yeah, the speed of play and the IQ are the top two.
Mm,
You gotta know what you're doing with that ball and where the like where your teammates are,
mm-hmm.
where's the defenders coming from, stuff like that. Just looking over your shoulder, stuff like that.
Because I know there's a lot of obviously there's so many players here, but there's a lot of players that obviously they see the pros playing like I could do that, I can do that.
Yeah,
Like technically you might be good,
yeah.
but it takes a lot more than just being technical,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Like I was watching Man City's documentary yesterday. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I
All or
have seen it.
Nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
And I was just like, yo, first of all, I give Pep all the praise, bro. He's a flipping
yeah.
genius, bro.
Pep's
Second of
genius.
all, what these players go through as pros in a whole season
Yeah,
is the damage they're doing to their body. I'm seeing guys in the I think like before a game, I think everybody was getting taped up,
yeah.
like
Oh yeah,
ankles,
yeah.
knees, and stuff. And I'm like, yo, these guys when they're
It's
out
a
there, we think like, no, you guys are perfect. You know what I
nah,
mean?
nah, nah, bro. It's we had our season scheduled for 34 games.
Wow.
34. That's a lot
But
of
wait,
minutes.
is that 34 league games?
Yeah, league games.
How about cup games?
I'm not sure. Rebels 2, I don't think they're allowed to be in cup games because of the
Oh,
first
okay.
team. Because we're affiliated with the
Oh,
first team, and if they're in the tournament, we can't go against each other,
see,
I
that's
think.
enough. I hate that rule,
Yeah,
man.
I know.
That doesn't make
But
no sense. Like,
so I think it's just 34 straight up, but I'm not
okay,
sure.
that's still a lot of games, though.
Yeah, that's a lot of games.
That's
That's
and what is
that's
it? A 9 month period for so
yeah,
from like
9 months.
March to
March to October, November.
wow, and the traveling too.
Yeah, the traveling.
Um, I don't know if do you guys have to travel over to the West Coast?
No, we don't go to the West Coast.
Okay,
I think the farthest we go is Louisville, I want to say.
where's Louisville? You got to point that out where that is
Kentucky.
from.
Kentucky.
Kentucky. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
That's
but
not
yeah, we
too
go
bad.
up and down the East Coast,
Yeah.
all the way down to Miami, up to up to Connecticut. I think that's the farthest up we go.
Okay, down
But
to Miami's not too bad, mate.
not at all. I'm down. But yeah, North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta,
Yeah.
all that. So
Oh, that's big. That is
yeah.
big. And also with the whole transition stuff, talk to me about the behind the scenes stuff. So like off the pitch stuff. So the facilities, the treatment you guys get. Is there any difference with like RAMAPO and
Oh,
the Red Bulls?
oh yeah. There's a huge. I don't know what the difference would be from D1 to professional. That might be similar,
A bit better, yeah.
but from D3, it's extreme.
The-
Just the trainers. You got so many trainers in there
yeah.
ready to, and they know what they're doing
Hmm.
clearly. And then the facilities, you got free refrigerators, drinks everywhere, bro, food, free food.
Uh,
And then for some of the players, you get free housing. I got free housing,
but you live
so
in New Jersey, though.
I'm living. Well, right now I'm at my house down in
Yeah.
South Jersey, but when I'm
Okay.
up there, I'm in East Hanover, like Morristown, probably
Oh
near
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Right next to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we got there, and I'm rooming right now with Samad. He's on the second team with me.
Okay.
He just came in this year as well,
Yeah.
and then with Patrick Segrist, he also just got drafted this year. So
Okay.
he's on the first team, starting left back.
Oh, that's nice. That's
Yeah,
nice that they give
so
you guys. I didn't know they did. I thought they only did that for like maybe international players
no,
and stuff.
they got four houses, so they
Yeah.
just divide the players up into them,
Yeah.
and then whoever can afford their own house, they clearly get their own house. Like
What's it like?
the
What's it like living with the boys?
oh, it's nice. It can be fun at times, but we gotta watch, you know.
I mean, like it's obviously. I don't know if you when you went to Ramapo, did you stay on the campus?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like being back on dorm
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much
just like
time.
being on campus with your boys and
Yeah.
just. But there's a lot more priorities, stuff like that. You gotta
Yeah, I guess you
no more
can't be
class
you
you gotta
can't be
go
doing
to, but
you can't do no silly stuff, mate.
yeah, you're a professional. You can't be going around doing whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand.
Especially
Um.
wearing like when you're wearing this, you can't be going around acting like a fool.
Oh yeah, true,
So, because
true.
that's their name out there, not us.
Yeah,
But it's both
yeah,
of us,
true.
though. So,
Fair enough. Fair
gotta
enough.
respect it.
What was I gonna say? All right, so give me a little rundown of you guys' weekly routine. So like maybe
Uh,
from like a Monday to Sunday, how you guys prep for games, your trainings and stuff like that.
yeah, during the season, going up to that first week game,
Hmm.
it's basically so the game Saturday. Say the game Saturday, we got training Monday.
Yeah.
It's probably like when we're in the season, it's probably like a regen on
Hmm.
Mondays, just getting back into the flow because we have off on Sundays.
Okay.
So it's more of like you're building up, and then
Yeah.
you're gonna come right back down before the game. So it's
Okay.
Monday, it's regen. Tuesday, Wednesday, tough trainings. Thursday, tough. And then, well, Thursday is a little on the lighter side, and then
Hmm.
Friday, it's basically just walkthroughs,
Okay.
going through corners, stuff like that, going over set pieces,
Yeah.
film the day before, maybe 2 days before, and during, like that day, the game day.
Okay.
So, yeah, we go over a lot of film.
And when you say film, you guys are watching the other team.
Other team and ours.
Okay.
We critique ours, and then we go over what they have, what they
Yeah.
bring, what they want to do, and how they're going to attack us, defend us, stuff like that.
And did you have to do this in college?
Yes, but not to this degree.
How intense it is now? I mean, how intense is it now?
Oh, it's crazy. We go over every single thing, bro. Every single thing. And we're doing video
Yo.
sessions like this, like during quarantine.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, the defenders have a meeting and the attackers have a meeting once a week, and we go
Mm,
over like an hour, 2 hours of film,
yeah.
just keeping like the idea of what we do and how we play in our minds, just
That's
so
crazy.
whenever we get back. So yeah, it's definitely it's a commitment, bro.
It is. It sounds
It is
like
a
it, bro.
full-time commitment.
That's crazy. Obviously back on that documentary I was watching. And Pep takes them in a room and stuff, and they kind of have to, let's say for example you're a defender, let's say you're playing against Arsenal, they'll be like, listen, Aubameyang loves to do these type of runs, and he's really
Yeah.
good at shooting at this type of angle. Is that kind of like what they got
Yeah.
you guys doing pretty much?
Yeah, especially for the returning guys, they know what team has who and
They're
how.
danger men and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're specialty players. So that first game against Tampa, there was
Hmm.
actually two guys that used to play for Redbulls, like on the second
Okay.
team. So
Okay.
we kind of knew them. We knew what they had.
Yeah.
They knew where they're going to attack us, how they're going to defend us, stuff like
Hmm.
that. So, and we went over the film. I thought we did pretty well. We just couldn't get the result.
What was the scores?
1-0.
1-0. Wow, tough first game.
Yeah.
Were they like miles ahead of you guys, or was it just
No, no, no. People have them winning the league this year,
Oh
and I
yeah.
thought we held our own for sure. I think we
Mm,
had a few chances where we could have scored.
yeah.
It definitely
They
could have
they
went either
they
way.
should have put you up top, man.
They did the last 5 minutes,
They
bro.
did.
Yeah, they just couldn't get the ball to me.
Hey, that you know what? I can see that definitely happening
Oh yeah,
throughout the season.
yeah.
Like
The coach came up to me and said, "Yo, don't be surprised if we throw you up there towards the end of the game. We need one,
yeah,
something like that." Because I'm a huge target. Get ball
yeah.
headers, winning headers, stuff like that.
You got to be able to switch on and off now. Like
I know.
attacking switch,
I
defending
know.
switch, attacking switch, defending switch.
Be sprinting back and forth.
That is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's
That is
crazy.
nuts. Alright. But yeah, obviously, alright, so transitioning now, you're kind of weeks in. Obviously, COVID has kind of shut you lot down.
It's crazy.
I've seen a few states start to open up.
Yeah, they're
They
easy.
open up the parks.
Yeah,
The fields are open up now. I actually saw a video of the field and I was like, yo, there's mad people out there.
I know.
There's mad people
Bro,
out
it's
there.
gonna be horrible. They're gonna open it all up and just close it
Training
right
and
back.
stuff. But if let's say for example the season was to start like next week or in 2 weeks, you reckon you're ready to go?
They said, yeah, I think we would be pretty good shape.
Mm-hmm.
But I think from what they're saying, it's whenever they let us go back to full team trainings,
Yeah.
it's gonna be 2 to 4 weeks of preseason after that.
What?
Yeah, so we're not starting until like mid-June, maybe July, maybe August. And then they're going to try and fit every game in. So it's going to be two
How's
games a
that
week.
gonna work?
Dude, it's going to be crazy.
Yo.
2 games a week. And they said, my agent hit me up the other day. He was like, if they do this and like the MLS, they have 2 games a week, three
Yeah.
games a week, they're going to have a bunch more spots open. Because they can't run their 20 guys
True.
for
For
2 games
exactly.
a week, 2 games a week.
Exactly.
So they're going to bring up guys. I don't think they're going to be signing anyone because of all this money that they're losing right now.
Yeah.
So I think they're just going to move players up, and maybe like the USL team's going to sign people. So he said, "Yo, this could be a great opportunity for you. Get up in the MLS,
Yeah.
run some games,
For real.
some stuff like that." So there's definitely
Hey.
opportunities ahead.
I hope that happens, bro. That
Yo,
would
I
be
hope.
sick.
We'll see,
That
man.
would
We'll
be
see.
sick, bro.
It'd be crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of it that way. You guys are going to be playing games like basketball games.
Oh, yeah.
Night on, travel, night on.
I know,
next
yeah. With the
like,
traveling. The traveling is going to be the worst.
That is crazy.
Getting off a flight,
Mm.
playing a game, flying right back. It's
That's
going to be
mad.
nuts.
How do you find the traveling and then playing games? Like, do you feel like long distance and stuff like when you travel to a game kind of affects your performance in particular or the team?
It definitely does, depending on how you take care of yourself during the traveling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely going to take a toll for sure. Even like long bus rides, they suck.
Wait, so you guys said the furthest you have to go is Louisville, right?
Well, that's out west. Well,
So you probably fly there.
Yeah, we're flying.
Okay.
Flying everywhere, but like
You guys flying private jets yet?
no way. No way. Crazy.
Yo, I was watching this City game. Yo, they were all in private. I mean, a City. What do you expect? But
Yeah, I know they
it
got
just
money
looks
to
so
blow.
sick, bro. Like private jets. They got to get you Champions League game. See all of them getting on a jet. Got their own seats and whatnot. No one else there. You
Bro,
know,
I
food
wish.
catered and everything. Like,
Bro,
it's
planes are the worst. I'm too big for planes.
oh yeah, bro. You need two seats, bro.
I
Wait, you
need a
either
whole
need two
aisle.
seats or you know the seat in the front that has the leg room.
Yeah,
That seat, bro. Like you
yeah.
can't be sitting, but
First
you
class.
sitting behind me and your knees are all knocking on the back of the chair, like.
Yeah, really, bro. I need a whole row to myself.
Okay, no, that's crazy. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Let's get into a little wise word for the young lot. So obviously you managed to come up. You know, first 2 years of college, you know, you weren't really feeling it, but then your last two, you killed it. You know, got invited to the MLS, combines and stuff. Got yourself a contract. What kind of advice would you give for because bro, there's a lot of American kids that are trying to make it. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely.
Some that already think they've made it, and you know, some that are not at the level where they want to be and are giving up. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean? So, what kind of advice would you give for the ones that are like probably not playing in academies, and then the ones that probably are playing as well?
yeah. I'd say I'd go on with what we've been talking about. Doesn't matter where you're coming from, as
Mm,
long as you put the work in, day out. Try to get maybe if you're in college, try to get in the NPSL. It's the next
mm.
step up. It's good summer ball
Good
that
league.
has a
It's
lot
really
of
good.
competition with a lot of connections.
True.
A lot of ex-professionals playing the NPSL, just balling every summer. Motown, great team to be a part of. It's a family. They have a lot of connections. I'd say reach out, put the work in,
Mm-hmm.
and just if you're still in college, put more work in than anybody on your team. Be the top performer. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I did, and no one could even match me with that. So put the work in, connections, play summer ball, play as much as you can to get to the next level. Keep working.
Nah, that's that. I respect that, man. Like your that transition is crazy, bro. And it barely happens in America too.
Yeah,
Like the last, like normally they'll see you from your freshman year or your second year in, and they'll be like, ah, you know, he's got a chance, he'll make it. But for you, that happening that late, I respect that, bro. I
yeah,
actually respect because I remember when you came down to training, and I was like, oh, why is he not training? Like, do you know what I mean? Why is he not playing? And then I found out obviously you was on preseason with the Bulls and whatnot. I was like, whoa, bro, that's big. That's big.
yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they would have had you playing in an Open Cup game.
Oh yeah,
You know, that was
oh
coming
yeah.
up.
If I didn't
Um,
make the team, I was probably gonna be playing.
oh, definitely, bro.
Yeah,
Definitely. I know they got cancelled as well.
yeah, I know.
But definitely. My next one is obviously you was a captain at college. All right. Talk to me about, you know, how you kind of led your team and how you motivated your team to keep balling. Because from
Yeah,
what I know, and you know the guys that have played at RAMAPO, you know they respect you as a captain, and it takes a lot, bro. Especially if you're playing with your you know, kids that same age as you, but they
yeah,
kind of look up to you like, oh, you know, he knows what he's doing.
yeah,
Right?
definitely. I'd say from respect level, I earned my respect both on and off the field. Doing what
Mm,
I was told off the field, never giving anyone attitude.
mm.
Respected everybody. Respected the coach. Um, did what I was supposed to off the field. On the field, I clearly just earned everyone's respect with
Easily,
that junior
easily.
year. Yeah, and never giving up. I'd say never give up. Never gave up. Never will give up.
Mm,
Um, just all those late goals that I scored overtime, whatever it was, last 10 minutes of game,
yeah.
just shows that as a team we never gave up.
Mm,
I respected everybody on that team, even the captains before me.
yeah.
Um, like I think you know Malik.
Yeah.
He played a huge part in my 4 years.
Nice.
Just took me
Hey,
under.
Malik, big up yourself. I saw him. He popped in. I don't know if he's still in
Yeah,
there.
I know he popped in, but
Nah, he is watching. He is watching. Yeah.
and Trevor. Trevor
Oh
did a
yes,
lot.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. Hey,
both of them.
sending you a big up, Trevor. He's all the way in Italy, mate.
OD, yeah. So yeah, I think those two definitely. The other one was Eddie. Those three just helped my class out a lot
Hmm.
with on how to run a team basically
Yeah,
from what they did on and off the field. Um, just that's about it, man. But yeah, I earned much of my respect on the field mostly. I wasn't really a big talker. I
yeah.
left that up to Malik usually. He likes to talk. He never
You know,
shuts his mouth.
he actually came down to Clifton to play, yeah. And I think it was his second game with us. He got injured.
Yeah, he was telling me about
I
that.
was so gutted. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
told him,
nah.
I made him come down. I was like, listen, come down and play because I played with him at this tournament one time, and he was killing it. I was like,
Yeah,
yep. I talked to my manager. I was like, yo, I got a guy for you, bro. We got to
yeah.
get
He's
him
a
down.
great player. Great player.
And he's come down. He's doing his flary stuff, his little flicks and what, you know. And he got injured. I was so pissed for him, man. And I don't know if
Yeah,
he's still injured, but
I think he's
hopefully he
better
can
now. I'm
recover,
not sure
man.
if he ever got checked out though.
Yeah,
He's a clown though, bro.
big time, big
Big
time.
clown.
Hold on, we got
Great
a
player
question
though.
in. Talking about questions, look at this.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, bro.
I am dying. I am
Oh
dying, bro.
God,
Hold on.
kid the clown.
We ain't gonna answer that, Malik. I'm pretty sure you know the answer already. And you can deal with that. All right, let's touch down on that. Have you, Mike? Next one. Have you ever had any injuries? You know, whilst playing.
I'd say up until my senior year, I didn't really go through any injuries. I was so
Okay,
lucky.
good. That's good.
Actually, my sophomore year, I broke my wrist.
That don't count, bro.
Yeah, that was yeah, yeah. It kind of threw me off a little bit, but that was
Oh,
about
okay.
it. And then junior year, I came back after that,
Hmm.
no injuries at all, thank God. And
Wait,
then
is this Samad, the guy you share, the guy
yeah,
you?
yeah.
He's probably waiting for you to get out of the room, man.
um, yeah. So junior year, I got pretty lucky with no injuries.
Yeah.
Senior year, I think everybody in that senior class got injured.
Oh wow.
I was going through some heel contusions, which is like a deep bone bruise,
Yeah.
and I could barely step on my heels. So
Ooh.
I had to get cortisone shots. I got one in each heel, and
What?
and then the next day I could play. So
Yeah.
it was basically like a numb.
Okay.
It just numbed it. So,
Yeah.
but they were so annoying.
And
Just
do you still have issues with that, or it's a lot
no.
more better now?
They told me I was gonna have issues with it after that cortisone weared off,
Okay.
but I haven't had any issues yet.
Hey,
Knock on
fingers
wood.
crossed, man. I ain't
Yeah,
got no wood
exactly.
around me, but you could you could knock on wood for me. But now I like to ask that question because I know a lot of athletes go through injuries. They play through injuries too. They won't tell no one, or they'll just be like, "Listen, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
play through it, just to kind of keep my spot on the team."
I mean,
And
I
not,
got a couple bumps and bruises here and there,
yeah,
but I always play through everything,
okay.
which is probably not always good,
Hmm. I
but
mean, listen,
at the next level, at the pro level, yo, they don't let you play through anything.
fair
If you're
enough.
not feeling good, you're
Yeah,
sitting that bench because
wow.
it's a
But the thing is,
34
a
game
lot of people
season.
don't say it though.
Yeah,
You know, and it
that's
might
true.
show after a while.
Yeah, it might
But
show off, but
if you don't
if they
say it,
see it, if they see it, you're gonna get shut down for sure.
yeah,
It's a
because I mean,
34 game season, bro.
as a player, especially if you've earned your starting spot, you technically don't want to be sitting out,
I
bro,
know,
because
I
it's kind
know.
of like, listen, here's two things can happen. I could sit out. The person who comes in for me comes in and does really well,
Yeah,
and then when I get back, I'm not just gonna get thrown back in there. I've got,
yeah.
I've kind of got to work my way into it, which is good. It's good competition, but you don't want to go through that in the first place.
Yeah.
You kind of
Actually,
want it.
during
Yeah.
preseason, the first week we played the Union two,
Hmm.
and the one kid that was starting over me, Ernest, I forget where he played. I think he played with Samad a couple of times for
Okay.
a year,
Yeah.
but he went down with a hamstring injury,
Um.
and like the 20 minutes in, and then I played the rest of the game basically, and
Oh
kind of just
wow.
took over his spot. But yeah, it's tough being the one injured
Yeah.
like that. But I mean, from my standpoint, I I took it as an opportunity and
Hmm.
just took advantage.
Definitely, bro. You got to grab that with both
So
arms and
yeah,
just
I mean, I
and
couldn't
run
look
with it.
back and be like, yo, whatever. But I mean, I just had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough. All right, let's run through some fun questions for you. Before I let you go, obviously it's a nice day. I'm gonna let you go enjoy the rest of your day.
uh-huh.
Um, so first one, growing up, who was the idol? Who did you look up to? You know, as your favorite player, growing up.
Yeah, I'd say from the first time I started watching soccer, playing soccer, I'd go with David Beckham.
What?
Yes, bro.
no,
I used to love him.
no
But
way,
from
bro.
there on out, it was Zlatan.
Okay, Zlatan I can
Tall,
understand, but
tall,
Beckham
scored
though,
some crazy goals. Just
Beckham.
loved him. Yeah,
I feel
Beckham,
like
bro.
every American loves David Beckham, bro.
Oh
I
god.
swear to you, right? That's crazy. You know what? I give Beckham a lot of props because he wasn't. Listen, he was a good player, outstanding player, probably one of the best crosses in the game and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
But he wasn't like the best player on the
No,
field.
no,
Do you
no.
know what I mean? But his hard work and stuff kind of took him really far,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
And he must have had a good team behind him too, because the way they marketed him, bro, you would think this
Yeah.
guy ran for he was a president before.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Who is the best coach you've had?
Oof. Oof.
Hey, listen, we're keeping it 100. Who is the coach that you wanted to go out there and ball for? Who's the coach that brought the best out of you?
I think I'd have to go with Sashi on this one, I think.
Oh, Sachi's gonna get gas when he sees this.
I think I might have to go with Sashi for this
And
one.
why?
Bro,
Give me a reason why. Give me a reason why.
because he kept it 100 every time. He
Mm,
would tell you if you suck, bro,
yeah,
and he would just motivate you to go out there and just prove him wrong every
yeah,
time. He, I told him actually last summer when we were going to play Westchester
yeah,
after that AC game.
bro.
After that AC game, Katona was struggling, and
yeah,
then I was like, "Yo, I'm not going unless I start." And he was like, "Yo,
exactly.
you got to perform." And I went to Westchester. We went to the Westchester game
Yeah,
semifinal and started, played 90. And he said that was the best game he's ever watched me play.
that's
So
big,
I
bro.
showed out for him. And then he said, "Can you do it again in the
Yeah,
final?"
yeah.
So I went to the final, scored the game winner. We won 2-0.
Look at that. Look at
And
that, Sachi.
I
I
think
hope
he
you're
brought the
watching,
best
bro.
out of me.
I hope you're watching,
But
bro. And go on, go on, go on.
I would also say my college coach, I mean, after what he's built me into, I guess,
Yeah,
between me, my hard work, and his whatever he did. I don't know, but yeah,
fair
I think
enough.
my senior year, I can't knock that off of him. But
Okay.
I think those two definitely.
And for those who don't know who Sachi is, he's the FC Motown coach, right now, or trainer, coach, whatever you want to call
He used to
it.
play for the Redbulls as well. So
Yes, he did. He actually did. And you were saying he helped you out as well,
yeah,
which is
definitely.
which is a good thing as well. All right, next one. Let's go with who do you think's the best player you've played with?
Ooh, this is a tough one. Um, if Malik's still in here, I'm not saying Malik.
Let me check. He's still
I
in
don't know.
there. He's still in there, bro.
There's no way I'm saying Malik because his head will blow up. Um,
And you know what is? You've played with a lot of good players, bro. I won't lie to you.
that Motown
Um,
team, bro, they were just bringing in guys left and right. I mean,
yeah. Wait, let
bro,
me see. I just saw Al. Al's in there, so we'll let him pass on the message to his Motown guys. But no, you guys definitely had some. I
yeah,
mean, a lot of guys
that
came in
Motown,
and
bro,
out.
they bring in guys from all over.
He
Just
said,
a
"What was the
lot of
question?
talent.
I missed it." We ain't repeating it, bro.
No way, no way. I'll call you
But
after.
you still got to give me one, man. Give me one. We got 4 minutes
Um.
before this runs out. I don't want it to cut out on us.
Oh my God.
Come on, it's got to be. Maybe it was a midfielder who found you all the time, or a defender that you thought probably kept us in the game. Maybe a goalkeeper, bro.
I guess I gotta go with Matty Nice.
I knew
Matt
you was
Nigro.
gonna say it.
Matt Nigro. Bro, he is so fun to play with.
Bro, listen,
He's a
he's not
great
fun to
player.
play against.
I
He ain't
know,
fun,
yeah.
bro. Listen, I remember when we were playing you guys, and my role was basically to, obviously as a forward, was to drop off and stop the six from getting the ball,
Yeah.
dropping deep and getting the ball.
Good luck with that.
And I always knew, listen, every time I told my teammates that, listen, every time he gets the ball, he's gonna find that ball, bro. So you guys need to be ready. I think the one time I didn't mark him, yeah, he pinged the ball and you guys scored. I was so pissed. I was
Bro, he's an
so
amazing player,
pissed,
man.
bro. I was like, I told you guys, bro. But
His awareness, everything, bro. He's just so good.
it's
The
definitely
first
good.
day of practice, I practiced with him, bro.
Yeah.
He just
Oh, yeah,
blew me away, bro.
how do you
He's
feel
good.
about
He's really good.
We got some questions. All right, my last one is who would be your dream teammate? Who would you want to play
Dream
with?
teammate?
Yeah.
Um, that's tough. You. No, like as a center back, I'd probably go with. I mean, right now, I think maybe like Aaron Long, maybe just because like what
Mm,
he's done. He's on the national team.
yeah.
He went through the Redbulls.
Mm-hmm.
Just to play against him, maybe one game, bro. That would be amazing.
Mm,
That would be
true,
amazing.
bro. That's gonna happen soon. Remember, they got to call players up, bro.
Exactly.
So
Hopefully, bro. Hopefully.
listen. You definitely have the in terms of physicality, you can play in the MLS, bro. You
Yeah,
know,
I
easily,
think
bro.
so.
Like
Yeah.
you be playing against players who are like my 5'10",
I
5'11",
know
and
you're
whatnot.
big
You know,
ass.
so that definitely won't be an easy. I mean, won't be a hard process, but it's probably just like it will be definitely quick. It'll be quicker in it, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tempo of the game and stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
It's always
But
a step
I
up.
can definitely see you bossing that, bro,
Yeah.
easily.
Just
Like
put some work in. I'll be there one day.
Mike Robert, he said, how big is the step in quality from college to pro? He answered this
Huge.
before, but you can kind of
I
touch
think it's
upon that.
huge. Once you get to pro, bro, it's every player on that field has talent, has
Mm,
quality. Um, College, you're gonna find one weak link at least in every
mm.
starting 11. You can't
That,
have it like professionals. You're gonna find quality in every position, top to bottom. But college, you're definitely gonna find a weak link somewhere.
that's what you did when you was banging them goals, bro. You was
Find the
picking
weakest
out
link.
the weak link. I love. You know what is also fun when you play as a forward. Technically you have two defenders there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you do this, but what I kind of do is in the first 5-10 minutes I find out who's the weaker defender, bro,
Oh,
and
100%.
I literally I'm on
Bro,
him every single
I just
time.
tell my midfielders just light up that side.
For real.
Light up that side.
Rollerman
Raul.
said, Raul, sorry. He said, how can I be like you?
Oh, you can't be like me, Raul. You shouldn't have transferred to NJIT, and then you would have been like me.
mm. Oh my God.
I played with him this past year. He was a
Oh, okay,
freshman.
okay. Oh, fair
Pretty
enough,
good
fair enough.
player. Pretty
Wait,
good player.
hold on. I think I know
He just
Raul.
transferred to NJIT. He was at a couple trainings for Motown as well.
I think he came down to Clifton as well, you know.
Yeah, I think he did probably with Tiago.
Probably. Yes.
Yeah, he was at a couple Motown practices as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Hey, listen, bro. It's been a solid hour. You kept it
Yes,
all the way
sir.
100, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you for
Listen,
having me, brother.
I wish you nothing but the best. Hopefully you get into the first team. I'll come down and watch some games.
I hope so, man.
Definitely support you, bro. And you could definitely give me a few tips on how to start using my left foot. Was you
Yeah.
there? Was you there? Oh, you was there when we had a scrimmage at MSU, and I went around the keeper and my left foot, and
Oh
I hit the
yeah, yeah.
post. Oh my god!
I was like, oh,
And
come
I'm
on,
like,
bro.
yo, this is killing me,
I
bro.
remember exactly what you're talking about.
Killing me, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.